okay, reversed. All right, so in the center we have the Six of Cups. So this could be, a feeling of nostalgia coming, and that makes sense because you're in the midst of Mercury retrograde at the beginning of January, and so it's just kind of like looking at the looking to the past, and really, smiling and looking at it as like the good old days and being nostalgic about it, and kind of wondering where certain people are in your past. But it's also a sign of being content where you are as well, because you're looking to the past thinking, oh, it was so wonderful, but you know what? I feel really good where I am. So the Six of Cups is a really lovely card of giving and receiving, of letting go, and of holding on. It's this really beautiful kind of innocence to the way you're going about life. You're like, oh, I loved it back in the day, but I love it right now in this day. So this is a nice card to just have permeating all of your January. In the love area, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is still a good card. Like the Wheel of Fortune, it's a wheel that keeps shifting, but it's going to shift everything, expand it, or it's going to or it never really contracts, but it can expand the good and it can expand the bad. And so next to it we have the Three of Swords, which is a card of betrayal, a card of third party interference, of sadness, of heartbreak, emotional confusion. And so having this Wheel of Fortune here, and then the Initiate, I feel like if you are with somebody, there could be, you could be feeling really, really positive about where you are. You feel really content with them. But then something happens, and like there's a third party interference, and it doesn't always mean cheating. It could just be your partner is starting to be more distant and hanging out with their friends more, or working more, or with even their family more. And so it's just your dynamic with that relationship is changing. And so you're going to, a good place to find solstice is in a group setting, because the Initiate is, organized religion in a way. It's the church. It's the very clear cut. It's the establishment. So, it could be that you find solstice in your job, you find solstice in your faith, or it could also be that you meet somebody in the establishment or in the faith that you really, in a way kind of heals this past wound of the Three of Swords, and just changes your outlook on life, changes how you've been very upset, depressed, with no joy in your heart, and somebody comes in and plants that seed of hope. So that, yeah, this is an interesting spread. If you are with somebody, it definitely does mean that the dynamic is shifting, good or bad. So just, be cognizant of where you are in this relationship and how much you are contributing to this dynamic. Yep. Okay. And if you feel confused, then go to a space where you feel, the structure and the boundaries are healthy for you and help you kind of see things clearly. So it could be a church, it could be, an establishment of sorts, but it could also just be a great community that you have created and cultivated that all have the same mindset. So this could be, like a book club. It could be, just a men's club kind of thing where you guys all get together every weekly, and, you talk about what's going on, you do check-ins, and you have a kind of a structure around it. And they could really help you kind of sort out this issue that is going to spring up from January. And the Queen of Swords could have something to do with this. This could be your partner. They could be acting like this. Like, even if they're not an air sign, they could be acting cold. They could be doing things out of a selfish space, that they don't really care about your feelings. They are doing what they want to do when they want to do it without you. So this, and so that could kind of set you off a little bit and be like, wait a minute, there's no I in team, and make you think about where the relationship is. In career, we have the Ten of Wands reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and then the Five of Swords. So, yeah, this is a challenging 3 cards to have together, because we have the Ten of Wands, which usually means like you're working really hard, you're making progress, but do you want to keep this up? Can you keep it up? All the work that you're doing. But it's also like when it's in the reverse, it's, you're still working hard, and it's really just not showing it. It's like you've reached the limit. There's no more growth that you can possibly do unless you change jobs or unless you change your position. So it's working really hard for no reason at all. And you're working in a job that is emotionally and spiritually unfulfilling. And so you feel completely blocked off and closed off of yourself because of the work you've been doing. It's exhausting you spiritually and emotionally. And so in turn, it shows up in health over here. But I digress. So you're feeling like a lot of people are feeling exhausted and have been for the last few months. But the Ten of Wands, you're working and no progress, and you're feeling emotionally blocked. You feel disconnected from yourself, and so this is causing a fight within yourself, but it's also causing some friction at work. Because how could it not? When you're not in an equal place, when you're not in a place that makes sense to you, that feels like you are in a good vibration, you're going to snap. You're going to snap at others. People are going to snap back, and they can feel that energy that you're giving off of feeling emotionally unstable and overworked. And so what you have to shift something in your job. So whether it is that you're like, okay, I'm working really, really hard and nothing's happening, then you need to find another job, which is a possibility. Or you need to be like, you know what, I'm not going to work this hard. This is pointless. There's no reason for me to be doing this when I can get it done in half the time. Okay? Because it is going to bring up some issues, and you could be having some fights and quarrels with coworkers because you're not in a healthy place at work. Then we have finances, and we have the Chariot in reverse, and the Tower in reverse, and then the Lovers. So, like I said, you guys, some Scorpios are going to be splitting or shifting their relationships, and it could be divorce, and it could be separation. Seeing as I see we have the Tower and the Chariot both reversed. So having the Chariot reversed is like not being able to move forward, not being able to see the future financially, like you feel completely stuck. And it could be due to a minor situation that just popped up. Having the Tower in reverse, it kind of just lessens the blow a little bit, but it's still a blow, and this is a financial blow. So something is coming up, and it has to do with contracts with others soul. It's like with soulmates. that you have. Having this here is saying that, you're losing money because of a relationship that you're in. You're losing money because of a contract you have made with somebody that you care about or feel cosmically connected to. So be careful. Like my word of caution here is, if you are about to enter into a contract with somebody you love or care about or feel connected to, I would really have somebody else look at this contract. Have somebody else, have a fresh set of eyes look at what you're doing, because you're not seeing clearly with work, and things are shifting here. So I just don't think you're catching all the details. You're not catching everything that you should be, and that is okay. We all go through that. There's always times in our lives when we just can't see everything for what it is. We have too much on our plate. So I would recommend financially, if you talk to an accountant or a lawyer or somebody who can just give you a professional opinion, because this kind of this challenge, this financial challenge, is going to stem from a contract, from a connection with somebody close to you. And so it's really hard to separate, business from emotion. Okay, and then in health, we have the Emperor reversed, strength, and then the Knight of Cups reversed. So I feel like you want to go somewhere, you want to do something, but you just don't have the capacity right now to do it. So it could be that a physical ailment is up, or it could be that you just don't have the money right now because you're, figuring some things out with a relationship, and it's just costing you a lot of money. But it really would do you good if you could, in a way, rise to the occasion and just go anywhere or somewhere. Whether it's half an hour away, whether it's 2 days away. You need it, because we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is, again, messages coming in from your body that I'm unhealthy. I need your help. I don't feel good. I feel really depressed. I feel sad. I am overwhelmed. And if you don't listen to this, and you don't have the strength to listen to this, then it will, exacerbate the issue and make it bigger. And you won't even have the tools anymore to really combat what's going on. So this, the Emperor in reverse is saying, I feel stuck. I feel like I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I don't know what to do. I don't feel like I can make it. Well, yes, you can. You do have the Strength card here. And strength is related to Leo. Okay, so go out, have fun, go play dodgeball with some kids. Do something funny, do something fun, and get yourself out of the darn house and into the sunshine. If you don't live in a place that has a lot of sun, then get a sun lamp and do jumping jacks underneath it. Do something, because you need that. You need that right now, because you've been getting them, and I feel like you've been getting them since for longer than January, that your body is saying, hey, I am unhappy, help me. Go see a counselor, go see a therapist, go see a physical therapist or a personal trainer, and just work things out, because you're getting the messages that you need to take care of business. And if you don't take heed, then they will get much, much worse, and they will get worse fast. Okay, let's call on your angels and see what added guidance you have for the month of January. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy, to guide us on this reading. What added guidance do you have for my Scorpios? Scorpios. This one. Fairies. Oh, another sign got this. You have a strong bond with fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Okay, and that's kind of what I was saying is for your health is you need to go outside. You need to go outside. You need to be in the sun. You need to enjoy Mother Earth. You have a connection to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth is going to help you heal through all of these fires that you have burning. So again, you have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Also, this means that you have a very clear connection to magic. Okay, and so that is something in Scorpio, you are magic, that's for sure. So Scorpios, recognize that you can manifest and shift all of this energy into the way that you want to. You have the capacity to do so. And, call on your own inner magic and do so by involving Mother Nature, by putting your feet into the dirt, holding onto the sage, burn the sage, breathe in, breathe out, and ask for guidance from Mother Nature, and she will provide.